My son is Paddy Robb and he's first year in mechanical engineering in Queen's. I suppose with his personality I thought maybe he would have gone away, and he did have a couple of universities, even on his UCAS form he had a couple of University in London and a University in Bath that were his second and third options. So he did have that as an option, and he himself had looked at the prospectuses, looked at the universities, looked at the facilities, the reputation of the organisation. So he did all of that himself, but his decision was to stay in Northern Ireland. I'm originally from Belfast, so I think you growing up knowing about Queen's, it's just always been there, always been in the media and so on. Done most of my socialising in university life in Queen's Union as well, so very familiar with it. But locally, there is a reputation with Queen's as well, so there is a big attraction and a big pull to attending there. You need to do your homework. You need to start exploring the university, what it's got to offer, what its credentials are, what its success rates are, where the students go afterwards. Even staying in Northern Ireland, we live about 45 minutes an hour outside of Belfast, so there was still a decision about whether he moved out or stayed at home. And again, there was no pressure on him as to what he wanted to do, but he went with a full board option and stayed at home. It hasn't cramped his university experience. He's still very active in a lot of the clubs and societies and still has a great social life. It's just I do more of the taxiing. He wanted to stay at home, but it's not as if he's a particular homebird. He's finishing. Last exam is next Tuesday, and then he's off on Thursday to America. So he's doing Camp America for 4 months. And he's going over there and doing that by himself. So he's completely independent that way. He's doing the master's program. So after his second year, he'll be doing a year's placement, and he intends to go away to do that as well. Mainly due to tuition fees. There's a financial implication of going to university now, so we're not in a position to be able to pay those fees for him, and I don't think that's the right thing to do either, because what's the saying? He needs some skin in the game as well. So he needs to know that this is his financial liability. So he needs to use this time wisely, see it as an investment, and get the benefit of it that he can move on to a good career. It's been a great experience for him this first year. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot of work, but he's working hard and he's enjoying the challenge. He's enjoying the university experience. He's in the Mountaineering Society, so he's enjoying that, and he's enjoying the union experience as well. Especially I think it's 3 pints for a fiver on a Friday afternoon. So he's got the rounded pictures. He's putting the work in, but he's enjoying the clubs and societies, and he's enjoying the social life as well. So the conditional offer comes out quite early in the process. It made it more real, I think, where he's actually engaging with the university, and the university is saying, yes, we're happy to take you, but here's what we need from you. That summer seemed to drag in, very anxious, and a lot of nerves on the day, but I think more on our part than on Connor's. But then after that, because the results were right, and because he got the offer, because he was staying at home, because he was staying in Belfast, everything else was quite relaxed. There's some sort of key milestones or moments that things are significant things happen, and I think that's that this last year has been a huge shift. Where although he is still at home, he's an adult. He started working. He's his part-time job now. He passed his test. He's driving now. So there's a lot of things that are happening. And he's just grown up and grown into an adult. And this time next week he'll be on the other side of the world.